Hello and welcome. Today, I'm going to do a movie recap regarding a 2001 American coming-of-age comedy film, Princess Diaries. Warning. Spoilers ahead. Enjoy the recap, everyone. His story begins with Mia Thermopolis, played by Anne Hathaway, is a 15-year-old 10th grade private school student who lives with her mother, Helen Thermopolis, played by Caroline Goodall, and her cat, Fat Louie, in a renovated San Francisco firehouse. Mia is an average, plain-looking student and extremely unpopular. She is seemingly invisible to her crush, Josh Bryant, played Eric Von Detten, and his cheerleader girlfriend, Lana Thomas, played by Mandy Moore. Mia, however, has one best friend, Lily Moskovitz, played by Heather Matarazzo, as well as Lily's brother, Michael, played by Robert Schwartzman. A few weeks before Mia's 16th birthday, Mia learns her paternal grandmother is visiting from Genovia, a small European kingdom. Mia meets her grandmother, Queen Clarice Rinaldi, played by Julie Andrews, at the Genovian consulate for the first time in her life. Queen Clarice explains that the reason she wanted to see her was because of a life-changing problem. Mia learns that her father was Crown Prince of Genovia, and due to his recent death, she is now next, and sole heir to the Genovian throne. She is shocked to learn that she is in fact a crown princess. Shocked and devastated, Mia runs away since believes she is incapable of becoming a princess. Queen Clarice visits Mia and Helen, and explains that if Mia refuses the throne, Genovia will be without a ruler. She also explains that Mia needs to be presented as their princess at the upcoming Genovian state dinner. Helen convinces Mia to attend princess lessons with the queen, who tells Mia she doesn't need to make her decision on accepting the throne until the annual Genovian Independence Day ball. The queen gives Mia a limousine to use, as well as her own bodyguard, Joseph Joe, played by Hector Elizondo, the queen's head of security. She hides the truth from Lily, in the fear that Lily will abandon her.
Unless grandmother showed up and she wants me to use it.
Although Mia is unhappy with this revelation, Mia begins seeing her grandmother every day, after school for her lessons, which include table manners, dancing,
that's it, good. Hi, good attitude. Spin in.
and personal presentation. Because of her princess lessons, Mia does not have time to help Lily with her TV show, and begins to put Lily on edge. After Mia receives a makeover from Italian hairdresser Paolo, played by Larry Miller,
And give you
A princess.
Lesson. Oi.
Lily confronts her and accuses her of trying to be like the popular girls. The two girls get into an argument, refusing to speak to each other.
Bankrupt, but it doesn't mean they're blind.
Lily! Just stop it.
Mia breaks down and tells Lily everything, changing her friend's attitude completely.
Shut up!
Mia makes Lily promise not to tell anyone that she is a princess, because the queen wants to keep everything a secret until the ball, as to avoid a frenzy with the press. Other kids on her school also started to see the new and approve Mia. The San Francisco Chronicle, however, learns that Mia is the Genovian crown princess after Paolo violates his confidentiality agreement. Although thoroughly annoyed, Queen Clarice presses onward and prepares for the state dinner. Mia attends, but publicly humiliates herself and her grandmother with her clumsiness.
Is that my fault?
The next day, Mia agrees to appear on Lily's public access television program, Shut Up and Listen, and to watch Michael's band perform at a venue that Saturday night. Mia is almost 16, so she is almost able to drive a car, a vintage Ford Mustang.
What's the diagnosis for my baby?
$400.
She takes a test drive with her grandmother, and they go to an arcade.
Go, 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 go. You do it, go. Oh, yeah.
Mia asks her grandmother if her father wanted to be prince. She replies, he did, but that he thought of quitting only once, when he fell in love with Helen. However, he realized his love for his country was greater. While driving back to the Genovian consulate, Mia's car fails on a hill, and rams into one of San Francisco's famous cable cars loaded with people. No one is injured, but two nuns call the police. To save Mia a trip to the police station, Queen Clarice appoints the policeman and trolley master to the Genovian Order of the Rose, a fictitious chivalric order she created on the spot.
Bruce McIntosh, Masters of the Order of the Rose.
The men are so flattered that they drop any charges and give Queen Clarice and Mia a ride back to the consulate in a police car. Josh Bryant, the cute boy Mia has a crush on, asks her to go with him to the school's annual beach party. She excitedly agrees, but Michael and Lily are both hurt that she blew them off for the popular kids. Mia's mother points out Josh never liked her before all this princess business, but Mia ignores this observation. The beach party goes well at first.
Stop picking on me, stupid Cupid.
But went out of control when the media arrives, which was tipped off by Lana. Josh uses Mia to get his 15 minutes of fame by publicly kissing her, after which Lana and her two popular friends trick Mia into undressing in a tent. They remove the tent as she is halfway undressed and humiliate her by calling the paparazzi, who snap photos of her covered in a towel. Mia's gym coach shoos off the paparazzi and takes Mia home. Later that night, Mia cries in her mother's arms. The unflattering photos wind up on tabloid covers the following day, and this displeases Queen Clarice. She lectures her granddaughter, but tells her that she may still attend the ball and invite friends, except Josh. Joe later reminds Queen Clarice that, although Mia is a princess, she is still a teenager and Clarice's granddaughter. To rescue her friendships with Lily and Michael, Mia apologizes and invites them to the Genovian Independence Day ball, where she must reveal her decision on accepting the duties of a princess. Around the same time, Mia publicly humiliates Lana by smearing ice cream on her cheerleader dress at school.
You know, that is such a cute cheerleading outfit. It's so...
Of course it does!
In front of students and calling her a jerk, much to her distress and the amusement of the other students. The teachers don't intervene, knowing that she deserved it. Upon learning she must personally and publicly announce her decision, the terrified Mia plans to run away. She is stopped when she finds a 16th birthday gift, the titular diary, and a letter from her father, written before his death. Touched by his words, she changes her mind and makes her way to the ball. Her car breaks down on the way.
Punishment for driving without a licensed driver in the front seat!
I am invisible, and I am wet.
But she is saved by Joe, who arrives with a limousine, whom suspected her plans to run away. When they arrive, Mia makes a speech, voicing her acceptance of the Genovian throne.
Alice Rinaldi, Princess of Genovia.
This was my very first tiara. I was rather fond of it. I'm hoping you will be too.
Then, she shares her first dance with Michael, who then takes her outside to the consulate's garden, where they realize their true feelings for each other and kiss.
Why me?
Because you saw me when I was invisible. And
Clarice and Joe are seen holding hands, signifying the beginning of a relationship. The movie ends showing Mia on the plane, with Joe and her cat, whose name is Fat Louie. Mia is writing in her diary, explaining that she is moving with her mother to Genovia and that Lily and Michael will visit her during summer holiday. When Mia looks out of the plane's window, Joe welcomes her to Genovia. I hope you enjoy another episode of our movie recap. Until next time.